I love you, baby.
Love you.
Have a great day.
You too.
You know when Kate got in my car, she's like, "Who details your truck?"
She said that.
Yeah. Wow.
What'd you say to her?
I said it gets cleaned once a year.
By my husband.
Together.
We did it together. It was teamwork makes the dream work. Okay. And the day begins. That's the way to get there. A good way? Maybe. You're kind of moving fast. Black Panther head. Fully finished. Both sides done. He's got his little Black Panther ears. That thing looks amazing and ginormous. This kid's backpacks are super heavy. Like, what the heck? He's got books and laptops and all kinds of stuff in here. Had to make it a last minute run into the house for mysterious reasons. There he is. I love you. Oh, I hope you have a glorious day.
Dad's like, it's like an x-ray of Dad's back.
I love you. Have a great day. Another day, another bus. Welcome everyone to Home Alone with Greg. And Roxy Bear. And Roxy Bear. Where are you? More like another day, another trip to the eBay selling corner. Yesterday, I spent most of my day listing dinosaurs, of which none of them sold overnight. Bad news. Good news is 2 of the 5 Thomas trains I listed over the weekend sold. So today we say goodbye, sadly, to Gordon and Scar Louie. You were loved by someone at some point, then found by me at a yard sale, and now gonna get loved by someone again. Actually, I think Scar Louie came from the flea market. I paid a couple bucks for him in a part of a package deal, and Gordon, I want to say I got for 10 cents at the yard sale. He sold for 10 and he sold for 6, so not a bad return. And it's cool to have the toy store up and running. These were bought by the same person, which means I only have to package them up into one box, and we can save on shipping that way too, which I told them I would pass on to them all the savings that would come from that, assuming eBay didn't already do it. I went to pick up whatever flew out of there, and it turns out this bubble wrap came with a bunch of fragile stickers, so I'll have to use these when the time comes. These, I think they're gonna make it, especially once you see how I wrap them up. There's not much in this world that's better than a nicely packaged product that you get in the mail, and I like to give that courtesy to anybody that buys from the store. So we're gonna wrap these up really well. There's gonna be no chance that Gordon or Scar Louie get damaged in the mail process, as much as they may try. Wrapped them up really good, got extra on the bottom, so when they sit in the box, they'll have a little bit of padding underneath them. Plus I'm gonna use a bunch of brown paper too, because you can't go wrong with brown paper. I'm not sure if the person that bought this one watches the channel or not, but if you did, you are. Thank you so much for buying these, supporting my store. Let's see how these fit in here. How they look. Oh, that's nice. One last look. And we're good. And they're out. It's just the beginning though, because as I mentioned before, I've got a whole bin of Thomas trains here and then also down below here that I'll be listing as I try to build up my eBay toy store. I think YouTube's always going to be my job, if you want to call it that. But this eBay thing, I love every part of it. So it's a fun hobby, and it gives me an opportunity to not only have a business, but also have some fun. Speaking of having fun, I got a follow-up video to make on this Vivor wheel stand that I made a whole video on recently. Put my Logitech steering wheel on there, and I used that to play Gran Turismo, at least until right now. That could possibly change here this morning as I get into a product that was sent to us by a company by the name of Race GTing. They have a similar product and they think that theirs is better, and they offered to send it to me, so I said, okay, we'll give it a shot, and whichever one of these two is better, it's gonna be my wheel stand going forward. So I'm gonna make a whole video on this, setting it up, and do a little comparison. Luckily for you, I'm gonna make that its own separate video, so you don't have to sit through this vlog watching that if you're not interested in it, but I'm excited to build this thing up and try it out. So that's what I guess the rest of my morning's gonna be. Luckily, I got a helper here, motivational support dog, Roxy Bear. She's gonna be cheering me on as I build this up. I think this one's gonna be a voiceover because my neighbor's over here chopping down all kinds of trees and things, so that's gonna kind of suck for my video, but also gives me an opportunity to try a new style out that I'm excited to do. Most of you probably know that I have a podcast that I do every week, and I've got this lovely microphone, and I can put the footage on here and do this great voiceover, make it seem very professional. This one that I did, that was very much like a vlog. This one, this is gonna be good. And just like that, I'm back, and I am one happy sim racer. I didn't realize just how bad this thing was. This is my old one. This is the Vivor. And I kind of chalked it up to you get what you pay for. I only paid $33 for this. And it was okay. but I didn't realize just how bad it was until I got the race GTing out. And it was such a different experience. The thing is just quality. There was no crazy assembly, no bad instructions. It was literally just like unfold it, put your wheel on, put your pedals on, put the shifter on, and you're good to go. This is probably the hardest part, just attaching the thing that holds the shifter. And I did some testing, you know, for science, and I'm having some fun with it. But holy smokes, this thing is so much better. Much more upright position too, which I like. The pedals are closer to me. I also like that as well. I didn't even have to lower my seat down at all, and I can touch the shifter without bumping my elbow. Everything about this is just so much better. That being said, I think right now it's $90, so it is a little bit more expensive than the Vivor, although that one like usually is like $60. I just got a great deal, but that thing was absolute junk. Like even like the instructions I mentioned, but the biggest thing was these two bars weren't bent the same. Therefore, I had to like adjust this, and this isn't even through the right thing anymore. It's supposed to be through there. It's crap. It really is. And I just didn't even realize it. It's like when you're eating ramen noodles and you're like, man, these are good. I'm having a good time eating them. They're like providing me some type of food in my belly. But then someone puts like a steak in front of you, and then you're like, wow, this is what it could be like? Yeah, it's kind of like that. That being said, if you're really into sim racing, you could really go crazy, and this is like laughable to people that really do this hardcore. Maybe someday I'll be one of those people. When they reached out, they asked me which one of their units do I want, and I got the one that is as close to that one as possible, but they also have like some like official cockpits. So maybe this will be the start of a beautiful relationship where we can kind of work on these things, and eventually I'll have like a whole setup. In fact, I was thinking, what if I put Gran Turismo on the screen up here from the projector? I just turn this instead of our movie theater area. We just make this a sim racing area. How do you think the family would feel about that? I think we all know the answer to that, but what we don't know is how much more fun can I have racing today? I have to test that for science. I'm actually really excited to edit that video because I get to do a voiceover, which I know is going to be a lot of extra work, but I think it's going to turn out super professionally. And I think like the company's going to be very impressed by what I come up with. Did a really good job, I think, of getting all the shots of assembly and doing the best that I could, kind of planning for what I was going to say in the future and kind of practicing it a little bit, just kind of in my head. So I'm hoping everything with it works out, and I think it will. I think it'll be great. I'm going to probably edit that up. Should I do it today? Should I list some more things on eBay? That's the real question. Because that's pretty much my big goal for today. That's what I wanted to do. I'm just sending it right now. Can we hit 200 miles an hour before I crash? Let's find out. We're at 193, 196. Oh, I'm gone. 198. We're dead. We're dead. I'm gonna try to save us, guys. Nope, we're dead. We're dead. Yep, that's how we died. Guess I'll shut everything down here and clean up. This thing, I think I'm just gonna donate it. I don't have any use for it anymore. I kind of wish they would have reached out to me beforehand, but I think they saw the video and they were like, yeah, that thing's junk. Let Race GT step in. Race GTing. And that's exactly what they did. I want to make this video. So I'm going to write a script. Something I can't even tell you. I may have done it before on Brickitect when I did a voiceover, but never on Greg's World have I ever written a script. I'm going to write down exactly what I want to say. I'm going to take those words and speak them into this microphone. Then I'm going to take all of my footage, which is now right here, and I'm going to put it over top of that audio and make one heck of an awesome video that's going to go out tomorrow morning. No longer live the life where I put things off. This happens and it happens now, and I'll be back when I'm done. This video is just literally me elapsing many hours over and over again, but it's behind the scenes. This is a day in the life, Home Alone with Greg. And just like that, I've got a script written out, kind of said it out loud after I wrote it just to kind of fix up some of the things that don't sound natural. So hopefully it does. I'm going to get my mic out and I'm going to record this and try making this video. That was probably the hardest thing that I've done in a long time in terms of making videos, but I recorded all of my takes right there. I kind of did one for each paragraph. When I got it right, I kept it. All the other ones got deleted. But I kind of did a lot of spontaneous stuff in there too and added more things that make it seem like I'm not reading a script. So that's all of my stuff now. I just need to put that into my editing software and we will hopefully be able to turn that into something with little visuals over top of it. Now I'm on the very end of my edit.
Hey, Bubs.
Beebs. is that?
I'm playing Mario music.
Nintendo's gonna be sending their lawyers out on that. Wow.
So anyways, I was listening to Nintendo music the whole way home. So listening to Tetris, Zelda, and Mario.
Wow. Very cool.
They had Star Wars on there, but I couldn't get it to work. See, you put the brick heads up there.
Did you see something else that I may have done? You may not even notice.
That's the new one?
Yeah, it's so much better, dude.
Really?
So much better. I'm donating the old one. This thing's
I'm having
very
dinner
good.
anytime soon.
One of these nights, maybe.
I'm hungry.
You hungry? You want some sketty? All right, I'll come back to this.
I'll come back to you later, Mario music.
All right. I was coming out to deliver some cheese to the Turkeyons, and Woody made it to the other side of the fence. I did some, there's your cheese. I did some modifying out here to try to save the grass. They're ripping it up pretty good. But Woody's supposed to be on that side of the orange fence, not on this side. This would be the easiest way for us to do this. If you just walked right through here, that'd be great. I don't think we're doing this the easy way, so I'm gonna come over here. And then you're gonna get scared of me. And you're gonna walk that way. And now you're gonna go back this way, but you're still scared. Keep walking through, keep walking. No, you can make it. Go in the corner. Okay, that'll do. On that note, it is starting to rain and I'm going inside and having some spaghetti.
Yum.
Oh, look at that
Got the
steam.
garlic bread.
Oh, garlic steamy bread. Clark's over there somewhere behind that steam. My camera's ruined. That video that I made today, it turned out so good. I'm so happy with it. Very different style from my vlog style. Only 4 minutes and 26 seconds. Covered every single thing that I did in the video and how I set it up and my thoughts on it. It's super efficient, even some backstory. It's so good, and I really like that style. That was really cool to push me out of my comfort zone and try to do something new and unique, and I think it went over really well, particularly when you're talking about a product. It'll already be out by the time you're watching this. This is sort of the behind the scenes on how that was made, so hopefully you saw that one first, and now you can be like, oh, that's all the work that went into that little 4-minute video. Holy smokes. But yeah, we're making progress towards our goals every day, no matter how big or small. Even if it's just a 4-minute video, I learned something new today and gave myself confidence in pushing the style of my content creation. So that's pretty cool. And not only that, got a really cool steering wheel stand out of it too, and I consider that a win. So on that, I hope you enjoyed coming along with me on this. I hope you have a glorious rest of your day. And as always, we'll see you in the next wheel stand making of the video.